Today we had the opportunity of visiting the monument of the genocide, the Assyrian genocide for Seyfo. What do you know? Do you know much about Seyfo, who they are and the organization?
Well, everyone knows about the advocate, the Assyrian advocate, Sabri Atman. And he's a phenomenal figure to all the Assyrians, young and old, with such great resume. People don't step in the Assyrian stage and say we are Assyrians. You cannot do that. So Mr. Sabri Atman is one of those people that I admire. Mm-hmm. The energy of Assyrianism in him is just ongoing and going and going forever. And I admire his work and admire his strategy. And Seyfo is definitely representing all these people that definitely remember the ones that we've lost. Mm-hmm. And Shawab Tabbakh and Seyfo, and it's linking us today, the new generation, to the past, and everyone should remember that. So it's a great organization, it's a great group, and it's represented by a great man.
And I also believe you know Mr. Ninos.
Ninos. I mean, who wouldn't know him? If you're a true Assyrian, you should know him. I've known him since I was 14, and I remember first time I had met him and encountered his speech and his poems, I was definitely astonished, and I said, who is this man with the voice of God? And we turned around and we saw this phenomenal Assyrian poet and legendary, and definitely another advocate. I speak to him every now and then, and oftenly we speak because we wanted to work together for the Malik Tashamiran opera. That is my new project that I had built, and I wanted his pieces in there because he is one of those people that I admired. And I always pray and I always tell him, like from every person that I know, we would gather one year and give it to you as a present, because we definitely need him. And as you know, Hammurabi, we lost, the past 2 months, we lost many people. We lost Dr. Donnie George, we lost Lina Yakubova, and in Sydney we lost a great scholar to the Assyrian music, and that was George Hommeh. So we cannot afford these people who are so active and they have such great history. I don't appreciate the opportunists that come in and like to take a role and say, I'm Assyrian. You can be Assyrian, but right now, show me your resume. You're not a 20-year-old, you're not 25. So basically we grew up with Malfono Ninos Aho teaching us what Assyrianism, especially his great poem that I can recall since early 80s, Ana Lewan Haucha, Aniwan Autoroyo. So Autoraya Khata, it always revive your soul being an Assyrian every day for the rest of your life.
Linda, are you politically involved with any organization, whether it be in America, Sweden or Australia, any part of the world?
Well, I'm part of the Assyrian nation, so therefore I'm a nationalistic figure. Since I was 13, 14, I've been writing national beautiful songs like Nishrat Autor, and Kursiyat Malkuta. And I have history within my music. And to be politically involved, I'm jeopardizing my name, my title. I'm Assyrian for all, so that's what it is. But lately I was approached by the young people from a group called the Assyrian Without Border, and I was very enlightened and very excited that I was approached by them and being asked to be the ambassador.
Can you tell us a bit more about these?
They are a non-political group, and what they do, non-profit organization based in Europe, by very highly educated young people. Now, Miyakra Rabil, who had taken the responsibility of being the president, we had few conversations, but I know that what they do, and their bylaws, you can read them online, is they help out all the Assyrians. They reach for all the Assyrians, the needy and the most abandoned cases. They would raise money and they would put them through, like, let's say, the Assyrian Aid Society, and merge the funds to build generators in certain areas where they're not being reached. So, and if there is a child, like, I would call or I would email a child that is in need or has sickness, terminally ill, then they would be able to associate together and raise the funds and work through a different nonprofit organization to be able to send the money and wire the money. And that's what basically they do. And probably you'll learn more about them on Facebook, or also, like I said, online. And I was very, very blessed that I was asked to be the ambassador, because we need to bring all these people who are so intelligent, so Assyrian, worldwide together. Even their logo is a round type of logo, which I'm going to show it in the end to you, and means it's a circle, and that's what we want to bring together, unite the young and most eligible Assyrian people in the world together.
Obviously, they had a big impact on this organization. So,
well, whatever, like I said, your resume, what you do, and these are young people that would take so much from their time. Most of them, they're like, let's say, medical students, or they have a career, and many of them are university students. They take so much time and so much effort just to put something out there for the Assyrian name and the Assyrian cause.
So they're contributing their time?
Absolutely. I mean, definitely. To raise money, to raise certain funds for a certain cause, definitely. They're not all in the same area. They're not all in Sweden. One of them, let's say, the Bruno is, Rabil is in Berlin, and he's accomplishing his medical studies. And then Hommeh, she's in Sweden. I mean, so many of them. They're all approaching their upper end studies, and it's kind of, I would say that they do take a lot of time and efforts. And what I appreciate about them, most of them are born in Europe, but they still claim themselves as Assyrians, and that's the most important thing. And they're so young. I mean, I don't understand the theory behind some people after 50 they realize they're Assyrians, and they've never had any care, anything for Assyrians. We were the ones that danced Sheikhani, and we went and demonstrated in Swedish cold streets for Zawa, and for the sanction to be removed from Iraq. All of a sudden, some people, they're just pretending, oh, now we're heroes. And but people like Sabri, Atman, like Malfono Ninos, like Dr. Donnie George, like Lina, Yakubova, like George Hommeh, and in entertainment business, art business, in any way you will see them that they have resumes towards this Assyrian nation, and those are the people we do appreciate.
For a walk to the monument, the Assyrian Genocide Monument, Seyfo Monument, what did you think of it? How did it affect you? What did you think of, in your opinion, of the monument itself?
I was very touched. It's a beautiful monument, well done. Louis Patros, and also the AUA of Sydney. I'm very thankful to all the people who definitely supported the idea of remembering the ones that gave their lives for the Assyrian name. Very thankful.
You have quite a well knowledge of all the organizations and the people who run these organizations. It seems like you've had a lot of affiliation with these organizations. A lot of people might get the impression Linda George is she's that Assyrian female singer. But I just by sitting here having this interview with you, I see Linda George more than that. I see Linda George, who's an Assyrian, who's an activist, who actually speaks her mind about the Assyrian issues, and who tries to promote the right Assyrian cause.